Imagine an empire so vast that it stretched across deserts, seas, and mountains. So powerful that both Christian kings and Muslim rulers feared its armies, and so rich that its palaces glittered with gold. This was the Ottoman Empire, a dynasty that ruled for more than 600 years. From the dusty steppes of Anatolia to the gates of Vienna, the Ottomans shaped the destiny of 3 continents. But behind the glory was betrayal, bloodshed, and secrets that shook the world. Today on History Beyond Time, we uncover the untold story of the Ottomans, their meteoric rise, their golden age, and the downfall that no one expected. In the late 13th century, Anatolia was a land of chaos. The once mighty Byzantine Empire was collapsing, and Mongol invasions had left scars across Asia. Amidst this turmoil lived a small Turkic tribe led by a warrior named Osman. He was no king, no emperor, just a chief of a clan. Yet his vision was greater than all. Osman united surrounding tribes and declared a new state, the beginnings of what would later become the Ottoman Empire. His followers believed he was destined for greatness. A legend tells that Osman once dreamed of a great tree rising from his chest, its branches covering the world. That dream became the prophecy of the empire, but no prophecy could have predicted the storm the Ottomans were about to unleash upon the world. And remember, you're watching History Beyond Time, where the past lives again. The Ottomans grew rapidly, conquering territories across Anatolia and the Balkans. But their greatest moment came under Sultan Mehmed II, remembered as Mehmed the Conqueror. In 1453, at just 21 years old, he set his eyes on Constantinople, the jewel of the Byzantine Empire. For more than 1,000 years, Constantinople had stood as the unconquerable city. Its massive walls had resisted countless invaders, but Mehmed had a secret weapon: gigantic cannons built by Hungarian engineers capable of tearing through the city's ancient defenses. After a brutal 53-day siege, Constantinople fell. The city was renamed Istanbul, and the Byzantine Empire came to an end. This event shocked the Christian world. Many historians consider it the end of the Middle Ages. With control of trade routes between Europe and Asia, the Ottomans became immensely wealthy. Yet while they built mosques and palaces, they were also building something else, a fear that spread across Europe like wildfire. This turning point is brought to you by History Beyond Time, where history's greatest battles are told like never before. The empire reached its peak under Suleiman the Magnificent, who ruled from 1520 to 1566. Under his reign, the Ottomans controlled vast lands stretching from the deserts of Arabia to the mountains of Hungary, from North Africa to the Persian Gulf. Suleiman was not only a conqueror, he was a poet, a patron of the arts, and a brilliant legislator. He reformed the empire's legal system, earning the title the Lawgiver. Under his command, the Ottoman navy dominated the Mediterranean Sea, while merchants filled Istanbul's bazaars with goods from every corner of the known world. Culturally, the empire flourished. The great architect Mimar Sinan designed breathtaking mosques, including the Suleymaniye Mosque, which still stands today as a symbol of Ottoman grandeur. Istanbul became one of the most vibrant cities on earth, a hub of art, science, and trade. But every golden age carries the seeds of its own destruction, and for the Ottomans, cracks had already begun to appear. Stay tuned, because here at History Beyond Time, we reveal not only the glory, but also the shadows of the past. After the death of Suleiman, the empire began to weaken. Future sultans lacked his brilliance. Many were manipulated by court officials or distracted by luxury and pleasure. Inside the palace, the infamous harem politics took over, where women, advisors, and eunuchs battled for influence over the throne. Meanwhile, the empire faced powerful enemies abroad. In 1571, at the Battle of Lepanto, the once mighty Ottoman navy suffered a devastating defeat at the hands of European forces. Economically, the empire was also in trouble. The discovery of new sea routes by European explorers allowed traders to bypass Ottoman-controlled lands, robbing the empire of wealth. While Europe surged ahead with the Renaissance, the scientific revolution, and the industrial age, the Ottomans remained stagnant. The empire that had once terrified kings now struggled to defend its own borders. This is History Beyond Time. The cracks of decline are about to widen into collapse. By the 19th century, the Ottoman Empire had earned a new title, the Sick Man of Europe. Nationalist movements tore through its vast territories. The Greeks, Serbs, Arabs, and Armenians all demanded independence. One by one, provinces broke away. European powers, Britain, France, and Russia, carved away Ottoman lands for themselves. The empire became weaker and weaker, held together only by tradition and fear. Finally, World War I delivered the fatal blow. The Ottomans sided with Germany and Austria-Hungary, but after their defeat, the empire collapsed. In 1922, the Ottoman Sultanate was officially abolished. Out of its ashes rose a new nation, modern Turkey, led by Mustafa Kemal Ataturk. The empire that had ruled for over 6 centuries was gone. And here on History Beyond Time, we remind you, no matter how mighty an empire may be, time spares no one. The Ottomans were not just conquerors. They were lawmakers, architects, poets, and dreamers. They shaped wars, culture, religion, and trade in ways we still feel today. Their mosques and palaces still rise above Istanbul. Their influence lingers in borders and traditions across 3 continents. Their empire was feared, admired, and hated, but never forgotten. This was the story of the Ottomans, an empire that rose from nothing, conquered everything, and like all empires before it, eventually faded into history. You've been watching History Beyond Time. If you love stories where the past comes alive, make sure to stay with us, because history is never truly gone, it waits to be told.